All right. Well, up next, here's another beautiful example of mid-century American styling,
Yep.
Bob. This is the 1951 Cadillac convertible. John Genza is the owner. This looks terrific.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. And remember that back when this was built, there were no Mercedes, no BMWs, no Audis, no foreign competition. This was the top car you could buy, and it represented prestige and financial success and social acceptance. It was a beautiful car, as all the Cadillacs of the era were. An interesting thing about it, if you look at that chrome molding that runs down the front of the rear fender, it looks like an air intake. And I remember the rumors at the time were that the next generation of Cadillac was going to be rear-engined, like the Tucker, and that those would be real air intakes, and it was to get people used to the styling, which of course turned out to be not true.
Was that a little corporate misdirection?
Yeah, well, I don't think GM did it, but people who claimed to be in the know said, yes, the next one's definitely going to be rear-engine.
Well, let's take a closer look. John Jensen, the 1951 Cadillac convertible. Eric, over to you.
Hey, John, how you doing?
I'm loving the weather. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The top is down, and we're at Woodward. Baby, it don't get no better.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? In Detroit, sunny skies and Woodward Dream Cruise. This is a great time of year.
Eric, we even got the Stroh's beer in the back seat.
Hey, all right. I'll catch you in a little bit, eh? My next break.
You bring the donuts.
So what do you got here? Tell me about it.
Well, the car's a 1951 Cadillac Series 62 convertible, and I love Cadillacs. I worked for Cadillac for a while. My dad was art director of Fisher Body Craftsman's Guild. He owned Cadillacs, and I just can't help it. Mom said the first word out of my mouth when I was born was Cadillac.
So you're Cadillac through and through.
That's it. I've had about 35, and this is my most favorite. The most expensive one I've ever owned, and the one that is just, people love to see it, and that's everything.
It's a beautiful car. I mean,
Yes,
a
thank you.
beautiful car. Tell me, when you found it, what kind of condition was it in?
Well, I actually found this car about 14 years ago, and I was going to buy it and restore it, and I figured this is going to take about 50 grand in about 2 years, and I couldn't do it all. I'd have to farm a lot of it out.
Sure.
But a friend of mine bought the car. We both knew the owner very well, and the previous owner, but he bought the car and did all of this beautiful work on it. I bought it about 3 years ago. I put about 8 grand to upgrade it, and I'm just happy to own it. I learned a long time ago, buy the best you can buy and make it better. That's what works.
Right on. Hey, man, it was great meeting you. I love your car.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm going to catch you for that Stroh's in a little bit.
Like I said, you bring the donuts.
All right. Enjoy the cruise, buddy. All right, Fred.
All right, Eric, thank you. Once again, here alongside Bob Lutz, the corner of 9 Mile Woodward, the Dream Cruise Roadshow. We talk a lot about 50s, 60s, 70s, Motor City muscle, but this last car, Bob, more of an example of Motor City elegance.
Yeah, you mean the Cadillac?
Yeah, the Cadillac.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is when Cadillac truly was the undisputed standard of the world.